Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Edwin, Comic Jabroni, coming at you. Actually, in the video this time again. Wanted to make a video because this week, like I told you guys, I was getting 4 books back from CGC. Graded books. One of them I know for sure what it is, and 3 of them I don't know the grades. Now, I know the books that came in, I just don't know the grades. I actually had my wife put some like painter's tape over the grade, so it's gonna be a surprise to me and it's gonna be a surprise to you guys all at the same time. I actually have some other books I wanted to show off real quick. For the last 2 weeks, I've kind of been around San Antonio, going to different comic shops, and I've just been picking up some books, doing some hunting, doing some key hunting, and I found some nice stuff out there. So let's go ahead and start off with DC. Gonna show these off real quick, and then we'll get into the unboxings. All right. First book that I picked up, Bat Family Giant number 8. That right there. This is the second appearance of the Joker's daughter, or Duella Dent, actually. Got this at Alien Worlds here in town. I know Jim Comics, he actually put a shout out on one of his videos to Alien Worlds, and that's a comic shop that I've been to quite a few times in the last 2 or 3 years. They've got some really good books there. So there is Bat Family Giant. Next book I picked up, Batman 386. You guys are gonna know that. This is actually my second copy of this book. I don't have any of them graded, but that is the first appearance of Black Mask. This one is kind of getting hot, and I just got lucky to go by. This one was at Collector's Authority on the south side of town. I got lucky. The gentleman that owns that shop, he just recently got a collection in of Batman and DC stuff. And that day that I went in, he actually was just putting everything out. So he had this at a great price, and I couldn't pass it up. My second copy of that book, but it's worth picking up. Next one, Batman 408. That is the origin of Jason Todd, and I want to say that it's also his first appearance post Infinite Crisis. So book I didn't have. It looks really nice. I dig that cover with Batman right there, kind of looking over, and you see Jason Todd there stealing the wheels off a vehicle. Next one I got, this is Detective Comics 569, also from the south side of town, Collector's Authority. I like that right there. Nothing key really about this book. It's just a really nice, Joker, Batman cover, and I can't pass those books up, guys. I've told you that before. Can't pass that stuff up. All right, last one, Detective Comics that I got. This is actually my second copy of this book, but it is Detective Comics 471. There's some Bronze Age Batman goodness there. That is the first modern appearance of Hugo Strange. That's my second copy of this one as well. All these, I would consider this a key because it's his first, appearance post the modern age. When I saw this, that he had that, I said, you know what, for that price, I'm definitely gonna grab that. I love all these those Bronze Age Batman books. So let's take these down and move on to the next little stack here. Next one, we got DC Comics Presents Superman and Supergirl. Number 28. This is the second appearance and the origin of Mongol. The one right before this, 27, is actually his first appearance. My comic shop didn't have that one. But this was actually at my local Heroes and Fantasies. I was just there one day. It was a post Wednesday. It wasn't even Wednesday. It was like a Friday or Saturday. I went in and just started looking through their old boxes, their back bins. And sure enough, they had some nice books there. I was surprised to see some of these in there. This next one, DC Comics Presents Superman and the Atom, number 51. That is the second appearance of He-Man, and there's a preview of the Masters of the Universe in there. I really like that pink cover, and then here's the little tombstone for Superman. I like that. With a lot of these Bronze Age, even Silver Age books, second appearances are pretty hot too, right? So first appearances, of course, are really nice. That's a key book. But 30 years ago, a second appearance was just as hot to get as well, also. So we got DC Comics presents Superman and Power Girl number 56. I just really dig this cover. There is a first appearance of somebody in here. I can't remember the name. I'll end up typing it down at the bottom. But I like this cover because it really reminds me of that Crisis on Infinite Earths number 7, where he's carrying Supergirl. But I want to say that this is actually before that book. All right, so let's move on. These next couple I got from the Heroes and Fantasies on the way other side of town, but that is Batman 618. This is actually the last book I needed to complete my Hush run. Hush is from 608 to 619, and I didn't have this book. This was the last one, so I am totally complete with that Hush run, which is probably one of the best Batman stories of the last 20 years or so. Here's another Hush book. This is Batman 619. This is the villains variant. I had the heroes variant, and I was looking for the villains variant, and the heroes on the other side of town had it. So Jim Lee covers on these too. Jim Lee did all the covers, and I believe he did the artwork on the inside as well. Batman Alex Ross cover here. We got Batman 682. Nothing key, just Alex Ross cover. Really nice cover. I love these the colors on there, kind of like that lime green and the orangey red. Really dig that. Had to pick that up. And the last DC book I picked up, and it's a Jim Lee Joker cover. I couldn't pass it up. This is Batman and Robin number 8. Joker with the tattoos on his back like that. Jim Lee cover, just awesome cover. Had to pick it up. So that's it for DC. That's all the books that I went around town just looking for keys and just having a good time out there, guys. Digging through back issue bins, seeing what sometimes these comic shops, they don't really know sometimes what's hot and what people are looking for, and they leave them in their back issue bins for cheap. Sometimes you can even get them for cheaper if you pick up, sometimes 5 or 6 books. You can maybe talk them down even more. Let's move into Marvel. First one I got here, Marvel Spotlight on Werewolf by Night. This is number 4, Marvel Spotlight number 4. This is Werewolf by Night's 3rd appearance. I actually have his first appearance graded, but this is his 3rd appearance, and this is actually the first appearance of the Darkhold, which if you guys watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you'll know, the Darkhold kind of played a major role in that show for a whole season. But yep, there's that first appearance right there of the Darkhold. Moving on to X-Men, I got 143. Like I said in one of my last videos, I really want to complete my run from 100 to 200. And actually, one of these other YouTubers that I watch all the time, the Chinist, and he asked, well, why don't you go from 94 to 200? Because I believe that's when Chris Claremont, jumped on, was at 94, and that's really a big issue, right? 94 to 100, 101. Those are huge. Those are big ones to get. So that's probably what I'm going to do, but I'm going to focus on 100 to 200, and then once I know I'm complete with that, then I'll jump into those last 6 that I don't have. Another one to add in there, this is X-Men 155. It's actually the first appearance of the Brood and the Brood Queen. One I didn't have. Glad to get that into the collection now. And the last one from X-Men that's 194. Let's take these down. All right, we got X-Men Legacy 214. That is first appearance of Mr. Sinister, I believe is how they say it. On that Key Comic Collectors app. This one was on there. This was one of the books that they had kind of like a key watch on, like watch out at your local comic shop for it. This one as well, X-Men Legacy 249. That's the first cameo appearance of Endgame. That's one of Legion's other personalities. Got that one at, I think I got this one at my local the Heroes on the other side of town. It's like a 30-minute drive for me. And I picked up X-Men Legacy 253. So that's his first full appearance for that end game. I'm actually on the lookout for 252. I've seen it at a couple shops, but they're kind of onto the game already, and they have it priced way more than what I want to pay. You know, I went to the comic shop, picked this up for $4, and with my 20% discount, because I have a subscription at Heroes and Fantasies, you know, I got what was that, 80 cents off on that. So I think that was a good deal. Next one, Amazing Spider-Man number 19. That right there, black suit Spider-Man with a Venom cover, with Venom on there, with the movie Venom coming out, and a lot of speculation, and people are out there looking for these covers. I saw this one on my app. It told me that it's just a scarce, low print run, and I dig it. You know, love that Venom cover on there. This one I picked up, Amazing Spider-Man 574. This is actually my second copy of this. Not really a true key, but it does tell the story of how Flash Thompson got the Venom symbiote, and he becomes Agent Venom. This isn't the first appearance of Agent Venom. This is just how Flash Thompson, you know, went to war, lost his legs, and I think they tell the story of how the government gives him the Venom symbiote. This is my second copy. I dig that story. And last one I got here, Amazing Spider-Man 637. This is part of that Grim Hunt story. This is actually the death of the Madam Web. This is Death of Madam Web, and then this is the first appearance of the new Madam Web. So I like that cover. So let's leave that one up. So like I said, I have 4 graded books. We're gonna do the unboxing here. It's gonna be a surprise for me, surprise for you guys. I know for sure this one, I had already known the grade. So what I do is, a buddy of mine that I used to work with, he sends books all the time. He's a huge comic collector, way bigger than me. And he's really cool about me sending in books with him, right? So he has one of these platinum, like a platinum membership to CGC or whatever it is, and he gets them at a really good discount. Gets them pressed there at CGC. I think they're called CCS or CSS. And he's always asking, hey man, I'm sending a group of 25 books. You got 5 books you want to send or whatever. So with this one, this is Thanos number 13, right? And that is the first full appearance or first appearance of the Cosmic Ghost Rider. So I remember when this book came out, nobody was really onto it. Nobody was really talking about it. I'm gonna drop these down. Nobody was really talking about it at all. And I remember seeing online people saying, go get it. And it was probably like a month or 2 after it had already come out. And they said, go to your local comic shop, go get this book if you can find it there. And sure enough, my local comic shop they probably had like 6 or 7 of them left in the kind of like back issue bins. Nobody had been picking it up. And I told my buddy, Alan, he said, hey, go in there and grab them all. Pay for them and I'll pay you back. And I'll give you 1 copy. He said, I'll give you a copy of it. Just go pick them up. And that's what I did. I went in there and I picked up, I think it was like 5 or 6. Mike at the local comic shop, he wouldn't let me pick them all up. But he said, okay, you can have these many. And we sent them all off to get graded. One came back 9.8 and he gave me this copy. So I'm glad to have that. First appearance Cosmic Ghost Rider, guys. All right, so I'm gonna drop that down here. So here we go. These 3 right here, they're Batman books. They're Detective Comics books. One should be it's Detective Comics 475 and 476, and then there's a double cover in there as well that I was surprised to get. So let me go ahead and we're gonna open up this first one here. This is the double cover. There's that right there. This is some great Bronze Age goodness. Detective Comics 458. Dig that. I was really worried that because it had this, like if you see it says January 27th on there, that they were gonna ding me for that. So let's go ahead and rip that off right there. Oh, 9.2. Not bad. Not bad. And let's see what they say with this double cover. Oh, so I see how they did this. I was wondering how they were going to. My wife taped up all of the grades so I wouldn't see. So I was wondering how they were going to do it, But if you look right here, it's kind of hard. It's really small to see, but it says double cover. First cover is an 8.5, and interior cover is a 9.2. So I dig that. It's nice to have double covers, or they're kind of rare, actually. And this is from 1976. And what does it say? It says Man Bat backup story written by Martin Pasco with art by Pablo Marcos. So, that is nice. 9.2, man, on that. And it's white pages, guys. White pages on an older book like that. Really like that. Double covers, guys. They're hard to come by. I was surprised. This came from the guy up in San Marcos that I go up there. He's kind of like my little honeypot treasure trove of stuff that I go and get. It's actually where I got my first Batgirl, that first Werewolf by Night I got from him as well. And I remember picking up a huge box of stuff from him, and I was going through rebagging and boarding. I opened this one up just to kind of look through it. Lo and behold, it's a double cover, guys. That's my first double cover. Got it graded. All right, let's, that'll be second because this is the first. So, next one we got, you guys know that story right there. That is Detective Comics 475. That is that's that Laughing Fish classic Joker story right there. I don't know if the light is playing tricks on you guys, but I want you to see that. Just says Joker appearance from 1978. So let's go ahead and rip that off, and you guys see the grade first. 8.5, not bad. I'm kind of, I like that. That is nice. Let me take all these this painter tape off here. Really give you guys a good look at this. Oh, I love that. I really dig that cover. I know I said that it wasn't my favorite, but now looking at it graded, it's funny. Joker's got those damn fish in his hands, but still classic, still worth grabbing. 8.5. I'm super excited. White pages on top of that. I like that, and this is actually this is a newsstand copy of it. Dig it. I was worried with this book because if you look on the edge over here, it looks like the cut is a little off, right? You can see the 35-cent mark is a little cut off. So I remember when I sent this in, I asked my buddy Alan, I said, man, what do you think of that? Do you think they're gonna gig me on that? That's gonna be a little harder. They said, I don't know, I would still send it in because it just looks really clean. But man, 8.5, I'm super excited about that, guys. Let's drop this down. Put this up here. So, here's the last one. And this is 476. There you go. It says Joker appearance, and this is actually a DC Comic questionnaire insert. So this is the variant of this book. So back when this book came out, DC was doing this questionnaire in some of their books, and in it just kind of asked, what you're reading and why, where do you go to read comics, or where do you go to buy them? And not all of them had it, because I have another. This is my second copy of this book actually, and the other book doesn't have that questionnaire inside. This one actually did. So that's one of the main reasons I actually sent this book to get graded, just because it's the variant of it. It's a newsstand, and let's go ahead and reveal that grade. There it is, another 8.5. God, all right. I think I feel really lucky with that. I feel like that's a good grade. Obviously, it's not near mint, not 9.2, but I can't complain. A book came out in 1978, off-white to white pages. I can't complain. I dig it. Obviously, being a newsstand copy of it too, as you guys know that collect newsstand copies. They were beat up. They were put in like gas stations and at local stores, and those people, they didn't care about comics. So, and if you watched my 30 favorite Batman books and covers, this is actually one of them. I love that Batman there with it says the sign of the Joker. Totally dig that. So put that up there. So there you go, guys. 4 graded books. Did the unboxing, and I'm super excited. These are gonna go up on the wall somewhere. I gotta find room for them. Love showcasing. I love showing off the books that I've got, guys. I know for sure that I have another book coming in. It's gonna be Captain Marvel 14. That's a big one. Hoping that comes back 9.8. Just because of the whole, with everything going on with Captain Marvel. That's going to be a big one that's coming in soon. I still have Comic-Con coming up. Jim Lee's going to be in town. He's coming in on Saturday. So I still got to pick 3 books. I think I know which 3 books I'm going to do. I just recently bought a major key online on eBay. So when that comes in, I'll do an unboxing and show you guys that. But anyways, hey guys, thanks for watching. As always, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, hit the subscribe button. Dropping videos every week, at least 1 a week. Like this week, dropping 2. Give me a thumbs up and write me a comment. Let me know what you guys think of this little, key hunt haul that I picked up and the 4 graded books that I got in the mail. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching and peace.